man, one thing I could say that life has taught me is that if you let a person talk long enough, you can really find out a lot about a person. If you just sit back and just observe somebody just talking, you got two ears and one mouth for a reason. And me, I'm a very good observer. I just listen and listen and listen. And I'm going somewhere with this. So you guys just hang tight. So, over the years, just listening to truck drivers, whether it's on social media or out in the field, talk about their dislike for trucking. When you really listen to what they're saying and you just sift through all the noise, what you find is that it's not necessarily trucking that they dislike. It's really the job. It's the trucking job that they have. But the way they frame it, if you're not paying attention, you'll think that they just dislike trucking altogether. When in fact, I believe, and this is just my opinion, if you were to remove some of these people that hate trucking or claim they hate trucking, if you were to remove them and put them in another situation, and what I mean by situation, I mean another job, another company, just a better environment, I think that they would have a difference of opinion when it comes to trucking and how they feel about trucking. I think one of the main reasons people feel the way they feel is because of the situation that they're in, right? Listen, life is about experiences. And so oftentimes, if you have a bad experience at something, it's going to make you feel some type of way about it. It doesn't matter if it's a job, if it's something that you eat at a restaurant, if it's a place that you visit. If you have a bad experience, you're going to feel some type of way, either bad or good. The way they feel about trucking based on their own experience, it makes sense. If you're going to have a good experience in trucking, two things are going to be important, right? Number one, the job that you have in trucking, and number two, the company that you work for. And I think it's possible to have one without the other and you can still get by. But if both of those things suck, then your experience is going to suck in trucking. You may be at a trucking company right now and you are having a terrible experience at that company and you're ready to throw in the towel. You're ready to say, you know what? The heck with this. I'm about to go do something else. Let me go ahead and plan my exit. If that's you watching this video, I just want you to know that where you are, if you are in that type of situation, just know that there are other options out there. Don't feel like you're stuck in that situation. You may be stuck in the short term, but trust me when I tell you, there is better on the other side. Sometimes you have to go through something to get to something better. One thing that you have to understand when it comes to trucking, particularly if you're a new driver, getting into this industry, your first trucking job may be the worst trucking job that you have. I'll speak from my own experience. My first trucking job as a beer delivery driver, I hated it. It was the worst job I ever had in my life. Super hard. The pay was terrible. And I just hated everything about it. But in hindsight, when I look back at my first trucking job, I really have to thank the company for just giving me an opportunity as a brand new CDL driver to hire me fresh out of trucking school. to start my trucking career. I only lasted 4 months, but that was the start of my trucking career. Just understand that where you are right now, if you're at a job or you're working for a company that you don't necessarily like, there are other options out there. And just don't write off trucking altogether because of your current situation. There are much better opportunities out there in the trucking industry. Also, I want you guys to understand that trucking is huge. It's not just a one size fits all type of industry. You have a variety of different trucking jobs that you can do once you meet certain criterias and or you have certain credentials, i.e. endorsements. That's one of the reasons why I always advocate for you guys to get all of your endorsements to make yourself more valuable to the marketplace. I've said that over and over again, and I'll continue to say that because you want to give yourself the most opportunities possible, and getting those endorsements are relatively easy if you study for them. CDL Prep app, download it on your mobile device, go to the app store and start studying. I got a coworker that recently got his hazmat endorsement. He just want to make himself more valuable to the marketplace. If you had to pivot in case something happened in the trucking industry or with your job or what have you, you could do that because you have the endorsement. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts, man. I was watching this video yesterday and I just heard this person pretty much venting about how, they didn't like trucking. It was taking up a lot of their time. They wasn't able to do certain things. They was missing certain events and all of these sorts of things, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, that's just not every truck driver's situation. You know what I mean? Everybody really has different experiences in trucking. But if you can get with a good company, if you can do a job that you enjoy, your experience is going to be a little bit better under those circumstances. So that's all I'm saying, guys. If you're in a situation right now to where you hate trucking, you need to ask yourself, is it trucking that you hate, or is it the trucking job, or is it both? And if the answer is you just hate trucking or you hate both, then it may be time to exit because there's nothing like doing something that you hate. I mean, to me, that sounds miserable. So it may be time to find you something else outside of trucking. But if you can sit back and say, I hate this trucking job, then it may be time to pivot and try to do something else in trucking and see if you like that better. To me, I feel like that is probably the solution to a lot of people's problems in trucking is that you just aren't in the right job. You just aren't doing something that is satisfying to you. That's a terrible place to be in. What type of an impact do you feel the trucking job and or the company that you work for has on your overall experience in trucking? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Listen, until the next video, I catch you guys on the next one, man. Y'all take care. Peace.